Now, folks, with the exception of my children, this may be the best thing I have ever produced. And I did it from scraps, things that would normally be thrown away. And it is amazing. Let me show you. Now, the problem is I've got to tell you how I did it because I did not record it. And quite honestly, I wasn't sure it was going to be any good, so I didn't figure it was worth wasting video on. However, it is wonderful, and let me tell you what it is. This is peach pit and peach peeling jelly. You use peach peelings and peach pits to make jelly, and it is amazing, and it's beautiful too. I mean, beautiful. So let me tell you how I did it. Not hard to do, little time, but not hard. So let me tell you exactly how it was done. First of all, I used the skins of about 20 peaches. Now I made 2 runs, so if you want to only do 1 run, then you may want to just get maybe 10 peaches. These were medium-sized peaches. So again, to make 2 runs, I used the skins and the skins of about 20 peaches and about half of the pits. I didn't use all the pits. I used somewhere between 5 and 10 of the pits in the process. So first of all, peel the peaches and then use the peach flesh for something else. Can it, freeze it. I froze mine, store it in some other way, or just use it fresh and make cobbler or whatever you want to do with the flesh of the peach. But don't throw away the peelings. Don't throw away the pits. The pits are what gives it that beautiful red or rose color. That comes from the pits. So you want to use the pits. Some of the pits, again, not all of them. You put them in a large pan. The pan should be stainless steel or some other non-reactive material. Do not use aluminum. It'll be your peach pits, your peach peelings, and enough water to kind of cover them. Lay them put them in the pan, and then I used a few cups of water that would cover them. And so don't forget the water because you do need that. Bring that mixture to a boil, stirring it fairly often, not constantly, but fairly often. You do not want it to scorch. And then after it reaches a boil, turn it down, turn the heat down to let it simmer. Again, stirring fairly often. I let it simmer for about 45 minutes to an hour. I think I went an hour actually. After they've simmered for an hour, take them off the heat, cover them, and just let them sit there. Now, how long do you let them sit there? I let mine sit there for several hours. Then I put them in the refrigerator because I just didn't know if it would be a good thing to let them sit out overnight. They may start fermenting and I may be making something else besides jelly. But after they had sat for a while, I put mine in the refrigerator. I just put the pan and all in the refrigerator because I had room. So anyway, I let mine sit overnight in the refrigerator. So I brought mine out of the refrigerator that next day. I put them on the counter and let them reach room temp because I knew they would strain better at room temp than they would if they were cold. So I let them get to room temp. I ran mine through a colander first to get out all the big pieces. Then I took that mixture, that liquid, and went through the cloth. Cheesecloth would be best probably, but again, I didn't have any, so I went through a pillowcase and squeezed it through the cloth. I want to make it as clear as I could get it, but squeeze the juice out as best you can. If you're going to do 2 runs, you need 8 cups of the juice. 4 cups is for 1 run. I did 2 runs. I didn't do them both together because you don't ever want to do that with jelly or it won't gel. So I took 4 cups of the freshly squeezed juice, followed the Sure Gel recipe on the box for peach jam, which is 4 cups of peach juice. Remember, we're only using the juice, to 5.5 cups of sugar. You also include 2 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice. I used lemon juice out of a bottle, concentrated, so that works fine. Bring that juice and the Sure Gel mix, the mix that's in the box, Bring that to a full rolling boil. A rolling boil is when you stir it, it keeps boiling. So bring it to a full rolling boil. Then you add the 5½ cups of sugar. Don't add the sugar until the pectin and the lemon juice and the peach juice comes to a full rolling boil. Then add the sugar, add 5½ cups of sugar, and you need to measure all this correctly. Everything has to be exact, so make sure you keep that in mind. So after you stir in the sugar, you bring it back to another rolling boil, heavy rolling boil, for 1 minute, exactly 1 minute. So after removing it from the stove, you will ladle it into clean, sterilized jars. Put your lids on it, put your rings on it, just finger tight, just whatever, how tight you can get it with the ends of your fingers. Tighten the lids down, and then put them in a water bath canner. So again, these directions are not for peach jelly, they're for peach jam. So I went by the jam recipe, which is process jars in a water bath canner. Now this says process jellies for 5 minutes or process jams for 10 minutes. Jellies are 5 minutes and jams are 10 minutes. Well, I went ahead and processed them for 10 minutes. Even though it's a jelly, I went ahead and processed for 10 minutes. It's a jam recipe, but I'm doing jelly, so I just want to make sure. So process them in a water bath canner for 10 minutes. From the time they come up to a boil, when they're in the canner, they start boiling. Start your timer, 10 minutes, and then let them boil there for 10 minutes. And then after that, just take them out, put them on a surface that's not cool like this. You'd want to place a towel out there and lay them on the towel, and not something cold. You don't want to ever lay a hot jar on a cold surface. So just put them on a towel, spread out a towel, put the jars on it, and then just leave them alone for 24 hours. You'll hear them start pinging. You'll hear the lids pop as lids go down and they seal. But I'm telling you folks, that's the one we've almost finished right there. And that is probably the best jelly I've ever tasted. Again, if you're going to do more than one run, if you have 8 cups of juice and want to do 2 runs, don't put the 8 cups of juice and 2 boxes of Sure Gel in your thing and say, well, I'm just going to save time by doing it all at once. It very likely will not gel. I've heard that from everybody. I've made that mistake before and wondered why it didn't gel, and I've had person after person after person tell me, if you double your run, it won't gel. So what I did was do 4 of these, 1 run, 4 of them. I don't know what I said in the beginning, but 2 runs makes about 8 to 12 jars. Boil the mixture, add the Sure Gel, bring it to a boil, add the sugar, bring it to a boil, the lemon juice also, and then I put it in the jars. It was about 6 jars or 7, I'm really don't remember. And then I set those to the side. I did the same thing again with the next run. You don't want to do 2 runs together. And then I put all of them into my canner, into my water bath canner. I did process them all at one time. I did run them in the canner all at one time, but you don't want to boil your Sure Gel in more than 1 run. If you want some really, really good jelly, find you some peaches and make some peach peeling jelly. It is absolutely wonderful. I think you will love it. So, hope I made myself clear. I'm sorry I couldn't show you how to do it, but I think I told you well enough, spent enough time on it, and told you how to do it. So, make you some peach peeling and pit jelly, and let me know how it comes out for you. All right, we're gone.